welcome to the final episode of Bloom, our lovely color coordinated island that did not reach fruition. um, so I probably mentioned this in a couple different videos as of now. It's probably been about a month-ish, going on a month, that I have started a different island and have been working on that. So Bloom has been gone for a while now. And so this is the last footage I have of Bloom because apparently one night I got a wild hair and decided to just completely dump the island. I didn't do a dream address. I didn't do a little tour. I didn't do anything. So what you see here is all there is, I guess. Um, this island was really fun while I did it. I love how I always just look at him and then I'm like, okay, we didn't see anything. We all do that. Look, see, look, it kind of came out a little bit cute. There's a little bit cute parts. Um, the thing is with me is normally I'll like little tiny parts of an island, and then I'll just kind of get worn out from it. Like I really do like this green area. I think that is like the best. The yellow was right behind it, and then after that, I just didn't care about any of it. I think color coordinated islands are so fun and just but it's such a task to take on, especially when you have like the attention span of a literal gnat like me. Um, I try so hard to like maybe get the coelacanth or whatever, but I think I've caught that maybe twice in my entire gameplay. But excuse me, it's getting a little late here. Oh. But yeah, I think the things that really make this green section, not the yellow section, because I like the code, but I don't like how I used it. But although I forgot about those cute little tiles I put under some of the people's houses. Anyway, I think some of the codes are really what made some of this like really special and really beautiful. And gosh, I actually think I'm starting to get into my like planning era, like planning out my islands before or like as I'm making them instead of just like not at all. You know, I have always been a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person, but I think I'm actually starting to get out of that, at least in the Animal Crossing island vein of things. Um, it always is like the seal like of death for me too is when I start terraforming. That like numbs me to like actually liking my island. And you'll see later on in this video I do get into terraforming and I do nothing with it. I'm proud of myself for the island that I'm currently working on. I actually did it and I did a good bit of it and it actually makes a little bit of sense and I enjoy it. So like right there's a really cute little spot. Like the beach, that's like the one cute beach. Everything else is just trash. um, I'm being harsh on myself, I guess. Um, I don't know. I mean, Bloom, I guess it's just like so far in the past for me now that I just kind of I look fondly at like two little bits and I'm like, okay, anyway. I'm really excited to share some of this stuff with Sweet Spot with you. I'm still working on it. I think I've gotten kind of burnt out, really, because I went so quickly to another island. Um, and that's like the really hard thing for me is like I start to get burnt out. I'm like, okay, I'll just reset my island. And I put a lot of work into Sweet Spot and where it's at now. Like it's like the pieces that are done really well, at least in my opinion. And like I just added apartments into it and you know, I've done some like the waterscaping and stuff like that. Excuse me, I told you it's getting late. Oh, this mom's got to go to bed early. But anyway, uh, yeah, like I'm really proud of how hard I've been working on it. And I'm like starting to get the tiniest itch to reset again. But I know I want to finish this. And like I said, I really want to be able to get all the achievements. And it's just, I don't know if my focus or whatever you want to call it can last that long for this. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Ah, there's me making the tough choices of which farmer overalls I like the best. Like literally later this day, I just deleted it. Like it's just like you go through so much effort. I'm sure if you play this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go through so much effort to get to a point, or like to get to, to enjoy something for a few minutes, and then like you're just like, never mind, delete it all. My current island, I haven't played it in maybe 2 or 3 days now. I'm normally an everyday kind of person, and I've played this pretty continuously for uh, probably I'd say 2.5 years. I mean, I think I took a good like 6 months off of playing stuff completely. I was really into reading, and I was really into, I was working and doing different things, and painting as well. But for the past like year or so, I've just been like way too into Animal Crossing. Like I know I have gotten a little too far into it, but I guess we all kind of go there from time to time. So I think right now I'm kind of stepping back a little bit. I almost want to like step back from gaming a little bit, I guess, but I don't know. I've actually tried to play a few different games recently. I've gotten I bought recently. Oh, if you follow the Amanda files, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Thief X, Letter from Thief X, or whatever it's called. I bought that just to see what it was about. And that is a ride. Let me just tell you, even without her narrating it, it's a ride. So I've played some of that. It's not my favorite, but I mean it's something to it's definitely something to do when you're bored. And then I bought Liz the Last made a video about strange horticulture, and that had been on my wish list for a while, and I saw that it was about like 15 bucks, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And I swear to you, I bought this about 3 a.m. one day. I could not sleep. 3 a.m. buying this game, and I played this probably like 5 a.m. Then I woke up and started playing it again the next day. And I got, I don't know how far I got because I don't really know what the cutoff of it is. And it's a fun game because like you don't have to like physically move your character or anything like that. You really don't even have a character. You just have like you just have the things to do in your shop and some letters and stuff like that. And it's really fun. It's like is it like an escape room? There's like probably a better. It's a puzzle, obviously, but it's almost like an escape room. Like you get all these clues to make it to this next point, and you get all these really cool plants, and you get all these cool notes and clues and stuff like that. And if you're a person who enjoys that type of thing, you will definitely enjoy this game. It is worth the $15, 100%. Thief X is like 25 bucks, USD, obviously. But I don't. There's a lot of content in it, but like unless you are really into this kind of game, I don't know if it's worth it. Like I don't know if I would hold it as worth it, even though I know like you had to pay for, you know, not animators, but you have to pay artists for their work. You have to pay the writers. You have to pay, everybody else that's involved with this, and it's a lot of work. And so that's why I don't mind paying that kind of stuff. But there's some other ones of the what are they? Otome. I'm not sure how to say that. Otome. I'm not sure how to say it, but those kind of games, there's some wild ones, and they're like 50 bucks a piece for certain ones, and they look really interesting. There's there's one about Cupid, like working at the like company dating something or other, and they have to like fix these five guys that just can't be matched up, and that one sounded interesting. There's another one that takes like fantasy characters and tries to have them be, dating options for you as well. Like with who was it? Now they've all fallen out of my head. They're like famous literary characters. Maybe Frankenstein might have been one of them, like the Doctor Frankenstein. There's a couple different ones. There was some like Alice in Wonderlandy too to it. That's like one of my favorite things in the world is Alice in Wonderland. But anyway, So those two games are the other ones I've been playing, and then I've been watching a lot of people play Dinkum, and that I don't play games like I I used to play World of Warcraft a long time ago, and I still have it on my computer. I still, mess around on it every so often. But computer gaming is just not something I really do. Handheld consoles are more where I'm at now as a person. Not to say that anything's not good or whatever. I still enjoy it, but I don't have like a Steam Deck. I don't have, I'm old. Let me be stuck in my ways. I just don't know if I would want to download certain things. And I also have a Mac, so that makes things even harder. Like, oh my god, I would love to play Stardew Expanded. Oh my god, I would love to play that. I play Stardew, and just like now that I know that there's so many things that you can do to it, and like I can't do that. Oh my god, it drives me nuts. Anyway, this is me just, bitching about what I don't have, and that's kind of a crappy thing to do. So I'm sorry you have to listen to that. But anyway, look at Sid. I'm just trying to get around him. He just keeps going where I'm going. Anyway, um, poor Sid. Go, Sid, go. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, games I was playing. And I'd actually, so I've been watching Dinkum and I was kind of debating on it. It's just, I hate to say it because I understand that so much effort goes into the artwork of games. But like, it's just so ugly for me and I can't play a game that I don't see like cuteness in for some reason. Or at least like my mind can't wrap around how certain things are made, I guess. So like the bubbly look of all the Dinkum players and stuff, that like it just does not appeal to me. And so I kind of wrote that off. And like I said, I watched a lot of Charlie Barley's Stardew Expanded, and so that makes me like kind of annoyed I can't play that. And I was like, oh yeah, I can play Disney Dreamlight Valley because I had bought the starter pack before it even came out, one of the founders ones. And so I had that. And I'd actually given it to my son because it just like overwhelms the crap out of me. Like you would think that like Animal Crossing would overwhelm me because there's a lot of options. But honestly, there is but there isn't. Like this is like controlled, like this is what there is. No more else like coming out, all that kind of stuff. Whereas Disney Dreamlight Valley is just like here's something else, here's something else, here's something else, here's something else. And I guess the way that their world is set up in Disney Dreamlight Valley is kind of a lot for me as well. Like they make up these worlds and then you can completely change them down to like every little tiny rock and tree. And that's a lot for my poor little brain to understand. Because like I want to make things pretty. Like that's what I do on Animal Crossing. And I want to do that in another game because I think that's fun. But I just like nothing else has the same the same feeling, I guess. Like this is like simple, you know what I mean? Like it just feels a lot harder to play Disney Dreamlight Valley. But anyway, I had given it up. I'd given it to my son, and he just, was thrilled that he got to, have part of. He calls it Disney World, and he just loves it. And so I was like, okay, this is however many months later, like 6 months later. I don't even know how long it's been out, but I played it for about like a week, maybe two when it first came out, and then I just kind of gave up on it. And I had fun. I I even skipped over Halloween, which is my favorite holiday, so that like says a lot. Like that was really hard for me to do. Especially like the way you run around. It reminds me so much of WoW running that it's just like wild. And playing it on your Switch is really hard to control sometimes, especially if you want to do pathing and stuff. That oh god, that drives me nuts. Anyway, so I tried it again last night, and today is April 7th, and so I've been trying it today, and it's fun. I feel like I've kind of missed stuff, so I'm kind of irritated with that because I'm like a completionist, perfectionist, whatever you want to call it. And so like it irritates me that I missed things like Christmas stuff. I missed the Halloween stuff. Easter's coming up, I think, and then I think it starts tomorrow is when their Easter event starts. And it's just like a lot. I watched a video on it, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, it's really grindy," and I'm like, "Well, what freaking isn't?" Um, sorry, that's just me being bitter again. Um, but I don't know. I might stick with it. My brain kind of hurts. I think I've played it way too much today and just like everything on Animal Crossing is very bright and like kind of puffed up, like bubbled, you know what I mean? Like look at the leaves right there. They're kind of like bubbly leaves, you know what I mean? You remember like bubble letters that you made when you were a little kid? That's like everything in Animal Crossing. It's just like cutesy and puffy and bigger than it, you know. And then everything on Disney Dreamlight Valley is like you have to look at the tiny little squares and like putting pathing down has literally given me a migraine. And it's like I don't want an ugly, like overgrown mess of a place. So that's driving me nuts too. I have a little bit of OCD and it's hitting so hard with this. But I mean, I found some joy in it, obviously. Getting to do some of the things and some of the quests and some of the characters you get to see are really fun. So my stupid ass. Um, you get Kristoff first before Anna. If that's a spoiler for you, I am sorry. But and they like stuff happens and they don't really remember each other, or at least some don't remember others. And so I'm running around like with Kristoff, and my stupid role playing self is like, oh, he's falling in love with me. You know what I mean? Not like I don't actually believe he's falling in love with me. In love with me. I just have been watching way too much of the Amanda Files, and I blame her. And I also blame a little bit of Viz too, Angry Coconut. But I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just making like stupid dramatic things up in my head as I'm playing it, and it's just like, well, go to bed. You know what I mean? Just shut up, go to bed. Literally Mickey Mouse, like just shut up. So yeah, I that's just another stupid side note for I think a reason why I'm like a little bitter about Disney Dreamlight Valley is like you can't date people in it. I mean, technically you can't date anybody in Animal Crossing either, but I don't really want to date animals, not into that. But so yeah, I don't even know who I've gotten really. Like my son has gotten a few of the people. I've had to help him get a few of the people. We just unlocked some of the Toy Story stuff. I didn't realize they even put Encanto stuff in yet, so that's something we're working on. We haven't done any of the Lion King things yet. Scar is hilarious though. Just we've unlocked him. I haven't. He's on like level 1 friendship or something like that. But he like he just hangs outside my house all the time and is just like lamenting about something or other. Like nobody, you know, like praises his intelligence and nobody does this, nobody does that. And I'm like, why are you sitting outside my house? Like just waxing poetic about yourself all the time. So yeah, he's just like a sad boy. Like he just needs to. Oh, he was an evil dude in the movie, and in like the game, he is such a butthole. Just like, no, dude, move on. Anyway, this has absolutely nothing to do with Animal Crossing. Look at Boots, he's so cute. I never thought I'd like the alligators as much as I do, but I like him and I like Alfonso. Whatever. Whatever. Like I said, I'm having a day. Maybe I didn't say that, but I'm having a day. I've had a migraine all day. I'm gonna blame Disney Dreamlight Valley for that headache. They owe me Tylenol. Ugh. It's such a cute little area. I wish I could like just copy all this little area and like plop it on my one now. Just the green area, please. Um, I haven't even asked how everybody is today. I ask every time. I never get an answer, but I'm gonna still ask because I still care about the people watching this. And if you're watching this far in, I definitely care about like how you're doing. Um, I hope you're doing well. I hope you know, I hope everything's going well and just you're happy in your life and you're finding things to be content about. Look at the pretty double rainbow. Um, anyway, um, my son has been kind of sick lately. There's a lot of things in bloom, so he has like insane allergies, and so he's just coughing all the time. I feel so bad for him. He It's so hard for him to sleep, which then keeps all of us up because I worry, and my poor husband, he's a light sleeper, so that's just something that's going on with me. I mean, I am fine. I'm just trying to keep busy and maybe actually trying to do something actually worthwhile. I don't know if anybody else even like thinks about Duolingo anymore. Does anybody else like ever use that anymore? So I decided the other day that I wanted to try to relearn something. In my whole life, I've literally, since high school, tried to learn French, and it has never, ever stuck. I know like two things, and so it's just no. French just does not work inside my head, apparently. I don't think Spanish really does either. So I tried to do something completely different, and I was going to try to learn Japanese because at least it has some connection to some of the things that I enjoy. I like I like some anime. I like some manga. I like I like obviously Animal Crossing. That's Japanese related, but it wouldn't let me, and I'm so mad, and I don't know why. I just like failed to compute. And so I decided to learn Chinese, and I'm obviously like the most basic. I know nothing. I know nothing in Chinese at all. Well, I mean, I know the tiniest bit now because I'm a couple lessons in, but I'm learning how to ask what people's names are and tell them good day and numbers and couldn't tell you anything off of my head out of couldn't tell you anything off the top of my head right now, but that's because I'm tired. But it's actually been kind of fun, like learning something that I never would have thought to even look at, I guess. Like just to challenge myself to learn something new as a, 30-year-old lady. Um, that's kind of fun. I excelled in school and I have not excelled so far in life, but I don't know. That's just me just trying to find something fun to do and maybe better myself, possibly, be something worth putting on my resume someday. Not for a long, 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 long time, but we can be hopeful, right? Anyway, trying to think of anything else. I haven't read anything recently. Um, my family and we took a little day trip the other day for our kids, and we went to one of the Lego lands. I might have already said this somewhere, but they had a lot of fun going there. Oh my God, I got a Build-A-Bear. It was my son's first Build-A-Bear, and technically my first Build-A-Bear. I got freaking Isabel in her summer clothes. They were having a sale, and it was like half off of them, and it was either like Nook in his winter clothes, KK Slider, or Isabel in her summer clothes. Now I'm kind of mad knowing that there's her in her winter clothes because I love her little. Look at her cute little burnt orange sweater back there. That's what I wanted. Anyway, she's still cute. And so I have a sweet little Isabel now. She's my first little Animal Crossing stuffed animal. I don't have anything like that. I freaking love stuffed animals, and I try very hard not to get them. Um, I don't own anything other than her right now. I've given my son all my like Neopet stuffed animals from when I was a kid, and every time I see him play with them, I'm like, oh my god, please don't kill it, because they're so cute. I collect like silly cutesy things, and it's taken everything in me to not get into Squishmallows. Oh my god, I keep seeing ones I want, and I'm like, no, 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 no. There's some cute Easter ones, and I literally have nowhere to put any of this kind of nonsense. So the fact that I bought Isabel was like a big, you know, my husband obviously urged me to get it because he's like, it's on sale, why not? So that they're like 22 bucks right now with their clothes. So that's pretty cool. Um, but speaking of like cute little silly things that I collect Funko Pops. I swear to God, every freaking Funko Pop I have is blonde or like a Harry Potter. I swear to God. Um, I have like a bunch of Harley Quinns because my husband knows I really love Harley Quinn, the Margot Robbie one especially. I really like her character. So I have a bunch of those. I have a bunch of Alice in Wonderlands. I have the big Cheshire Cat, the original Cheshire Cat, the purple one. I have a big Funko of that. Like I said, I have a bunch of Harry Potters, and I saw that they have Neville getting oh gosh, what are the little blue fairies? They're not fairies, obviously. They're just like mischievous little imps. I forget what they're called. But it's like him getting picked on by the little imps. And I was like, I can't not get this. And it like around this time, maybe like a couple weeks ago, the Hogwarts Legacy came out. And if you know anything, or if you followed anything at all, you know that J.K. Rowling is a really sucky person, and so I decided not to play that. But it's just like I couldn't pass up this one thing. I mean, I have other people who are buying me other Harry Potter things, and I try very hard to tell them, like, buy them secondhand or just something like that if that was to be the case. But oh my God, I had to buy Neville. I freaking love Neville. He's such a good character. And him just getting picked up by his poor little ears. Intermission. My son decided to tell me he was mad at me for doing these voiceovers right now. So we've only got a few minutes left anyway, so we've got to finish up because he says so. And like I said, he's kind of not feeling very well lately, so trying to at least, baby him a little bit. Or I guess maybe more than we already do. So yeah, like I said at the very beginning of this video, I did not really, I mean, you saw there's a little bit of a tour in the very beginning of this video for this island, and like the whole back half, so like probably like maybe even 2/3 of this island was not done. So I mean, I guess it's not a big loss, obviously, to not have a dream address. But I decided, or well, I didn't decide. Let me be clear about this. I thought, and I was convinced that I had saved a dream address before deleting this island, and it took all the way until I was literally laying in the bed on my new island trying to find Bloom that I realized that I did not do it and I did not save it. And so I decided to maybe try to find some of my old islands. And I found 3 of them. I knew 2, and I forgot that I had saved one that I kind of worked on a little bit with my husband for a little bit, maybe back 2 months ago, maybe like in January or something like that. That one was not done by any means either, but that had so much, like so many custom codes on it that I think I got burnt out real fast on it. But I think it turned out really beautiful for like the small parts that were done. So I think I'm gonna make a little video after this one to make up for the fact that Bloom just kind of vanished. It just kind of like dissipated. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know how he just kind of like dissipated when he was killed by Darth Vader. Anyway, that was probably totally wrong, but I just remember like the movie. Obviously, he like gets got and his robe just falls down. That's what happened to Bloom. it just stopped being. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm rambling. Anyway, don't mind the crazy lady. Oh, sorry if you could hear that. That was my shoulder cracking. So Easter is in 2 days. Oh yeah, doesn't that mean Bunny Day is coming too? Maybe I'll do a Bunny Day celebration video on Sweet Spot. Well, then again, I guess that wouldn't really make sense because you haven't seen like the build up to any of it yet. So that would kind of continuity and all that nonsense. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I might have even already done Bunny Day and had no idea. Okay, I know. But anyway. Oh, there's URSALA. You guys get one last look at my arch nemesis before I get to joyously delete her. But butt nugget. I'm like pulling out the real grade school insult here. What did I give her? Oh, I gave her an umbrella. Man, that was nice. Oh, she gave me a lamp. Nice. I don't remember this interaction whatsoever. Oh, look at me buying stuff and literally deleting it in 20 minutes. Gosh, me watching this is just like, hey, maybe you should delete Sweet Spot and like try something else. But it's like I have 0 ideas. There are 0 ideas in my head on what to do next. Oh, he's so cute. I feel bad. He got deleted. We'll have to pull him in on something else. Maybe we'll have to have like a villager hunt, and I'll do a villager hunt let's play or something. I don't even think I made like an outro for this. And I didn't because I thought I was coming back. Man. And if you hear like a repeating chick noise right now, my son is playing with a Easter decoration. That such a butt. Anyway, we're down to the last 30 seconds. Down to the end. Down to the end of what we're doing. Thank you anyway for sticking along with Bloom and hanging out with me. I hope you like where Sweet Spot heads up or gets going. Um, I've only dropped the first one so far, and there'll be a new one soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye.